interesting in the ninth. But in the end, Applebaum gets the save. Filtering in on day baseball from Fenway Park as the Red Sox wrap up the homestand and the three-game series between the Baltimore Orioles and the Boston Red Sox. Hi again, everybody. I'm Don Orsillo, and welcome to Red Sox baseball. Well, the Red Sox trying to make it a clean sweep of the Baltimore Orioles, who have been off to a very tough start. They're now 2-16, dropping the first two games of this series. If you look at the Orioles' numbers, what's killing them is their offense. We look at their major league rankings in a bunch of different categories. Average at 239 ranks 22nd. Yesterday was just the fifth time the Orioles have scored more than 3 runs in a game. They're hitting 247 on their current road trip. Only one player, Ty Wigginton, has more than 10 RBIs. He and Adam Jones are the only players with more than 2 home runs. It's been a slow go of it as they try to turn it around today. We welcome in Jerry Remy. And Jerry, kind of a strange day today for Tim Wakefield, who makes the start and then likely heads to the pen for the Red Sox.
It has to be a very strange day for him, Don. You know, here's a guy that about 3 days ago was told that he's going to the bullpen after this start this afternoon against the Baltimore Orioles. And, you know, when you think of Wakefield, just a year ago, this guy was an all-star pitcher, and he's incredible with the numbers as far as the all-time Red Sox list. I mean, he's got the most starts with the Red Sox than anybody, 391, ahead of Roger Clemens, Cy Young, Louis T. Hunt, Mel Parnell, also 137 relief appearances, which will be doing very soon for the Boston Red Sox. I would expect Wakefield today to go out and have a good day, you know, and it'd be one of those days for him because he's not happy about this at all, where if he has to come out of the ball game, he's going to take that ball, give it to Francona if it's a good game and say, see, you made a mistake. We'll see how it goes, though.
Well, he hopes that the Red Sox have made a mistake as he takes on the Orioles coming your way next. Tim Wakefield looking for his first win of the year. We're back with the first pitch after this. Park, Tim Wakefield ready to work, and his first pitch misses for ball 1 to Nolan Reimold. Tim Wakefield coming in with a mark of 0-1, his 4th start of the year. He's worked in 18 1/3 innings. And the opponent hitting at .303 against Wakefield. As he misses outside, still looking for his first win of the year. And the 190th of his career on Tuesday against the Rangers, a no decision in 6 innings, giving up 6 runs. Of course, getting the bad news 3 days ago that after the start today and the return of Daisuke Matsuzaka, he'll be headed to the bullpen. A place that he certainly did not want to be, and pretty clear about it during the spring. And those questions really began when Tim arrived at spring training in Florida this year with these 6 starters and how it was going to shake down. He really never wavered, saying that he would be in the rotation, and the year after the start on April the 25th appears to be headed to the pen. Battles back, a full count, and it's 3-2. Reimold grounds it to third and eats up Beltre. Turns and fires and cannot get his man. It's Junior Announcer Day here at Fenway Park. Let's check out the Orioles starting 9.
Thanks, Don. Hi, I'm Kevin of Groton, Massachusetts. Leading off for the Orioles in left field, Nolan Reimold. In center field, Adam Jones. In right field, Mr. Nick Markakis. At third base, Miguel Tejada. The DH, Mr. Luke Scott. At second base, Ty Wigginton. At first base, Ryan Hughes. The catcher, Craig Tatum. And at shortstop, batting 9th, Cesar Izturis.
Great job, Kevin. The Orioles coming in at 2-16, and they've dropped the first 2 games of this 3-game series. Quick check at first to Nolan Reimold. That play at third base, incidentally, resulted in an error charged to Adrian Beltre.
Well, we'll see if the track meet starts early this afternoon against Wakefield.
On the ground at third, Beltre can make up for it, but he bobbles it again. And again, reaching at first base is Jones. Another error charged to Beltre on what could have been a double play ball.
Tough way to start the day at third base if you're Adrian Beltre. 2 errors, back-to-back errors on Reimold and now Jones. Here's the first batter, Reimold, as the ball eats up Adrian Beltre and then get a chance here to maybe redeem himself with a double play. Can't make it. So 4 errors total on the season now for Beltre.
First and second, nobody out. Nick Markakis, the batter. And he takes ball 1 inside. 288 average. No homers, 2 runs batted in from Markakis. 2 hits and 2 walks in the game last night, and had a very good road trip. I showed you all the tough numbers for the Orioles so far in offense, but Markakis on this trip is hitting at .351, and good numbers in the series against Boston. And Tremblay's team 2-16, already 11 games back, and you're not yet out of April. Tall hill to climb right now for the Orioles as we get ready for May. The 2-1 is lifted foul. Beltre will watch you go back into the seats.
This is the leadoff batter, Reimold. Let's see if this takes a bad hop on Beltre. It looked like it did. Bounced up around the belt buckle a little bit higher than that. And of course, is safe at first base. They may take a look at that and change that to a hit. We'll see.
2-2 to center field. In comes Van Every, and he makes the catch for the first out.
The defense for the Red Sox this afternoon will have Adrian Beltre, of course, at third base, Marco Scutaro, the shortstop, Dustin Pedroia at second, and Kevin Uckel is the first baseman. Left to right, Jeremy Hermida, Jonathan Van Every, and J.D. Drew, and Victor Martinez doing the catching for Wakefield. The Red Sox, 13 errors in their 18 games.
2 on, 1 away, and Miguel Tejada with a chance. Batting in the cleanup spot. There go the runners. Tejada grounds one down the third baseline. Beltre picks it. Throw across is in time. And they get Tejada. Nice play. Back a third for Beltre. Reimold to third. Jones to second. 2 down.
See if Beltre's heading in that direction, too. He is, because the runner's taking off, and that helps him make this play. They had the double steal on, so Beltre was heading toward third base to cover the bag. If not, he probably wouldn't have been able to get to that ball.
So 2 down. Reimold at third base. Jones at second. And here's Luke Scott as the Red Sox go into their shift. Outside, ball 1 to Scott. DH, who hits at 208 with 2 homers and 7 runs batted in. He's 0 for 6 with 2 outs and runners in scoring position on the season. Hooks it on the ground, foul outside of first. And a season high 3 hits in last night's game. Prior to last night, he had gone 2 for 23 in the previous 7 games. Swing and a miss. It was high, let it fly, but couldn't get it.
Knuckleball from Wakefield stays upstairs, but no contact from Luke Scott. Outside part of the plate.
Ty Wigginton, who had a big night last night, waits on deck. High drive foul. Out ahead was Luke Scott. Reimold at third base. Adam Jones at second base. 2 down in the first. Wakefield trying to work his way around 2 miscues at third base by Adrian Beltre to start this game. Scott fouls it back and will do it again. Tim Wakefield with 189 career victories. He's 3rd among active pitchers. Jamie Moyer with 260 and Danny Pettit with 231. 175 of those 189 coming in a Red Sox uniform. Sun peeking through at the moment. Again, the 1-2. Very close, and it's 2-2.
Wakefield tries the curveball that time to get the strikeout. First curveball that he's featured in this game today. And just misses up in the zone with it.
Popped up. Beltre going to get it in foul ground. He's got a play, and he makes it. So Beltre turns in some good defense in the end after the errors. The Orioles don't score. Red Sox coming up. Scoreless as we head to the bottom of the first inning. Marco Scudero leading it off. Taking strike one from David Hernandez on the hill today for the Orioles. The right-hander in his fourth appearance at 0-3 mark with a 4.67 earned run average. Opponent hitting at 294 against him. Last time out on the West Coast against the Mariners went 6 1/3, giving up 3 runs.
They had 4 starts last year against the Red Sox, had a 1-2 record against Boston.
He gave up 27 home runs last year in 19 starts. He's not allowed a home run in 3 starts this year. The Orioles as a team have lost his last 12 starts since he beat the Oakland A's August 11th of 2009. So last 12 starts, Orioles have lost them all individually. He's 0-9 in that time span. To right field, Nick Markakis back a few steps. Makes the catch for the first out. The starting lineup is brought to you by New England Chevy dealers, and it's given to us on this Junior Announcer Day.
Thanks, Don. Hi, I'm Erin of Groton, Massachusetts. Leading off for the Red Sox, the shortstop Marco Scudero. At second base, Dustin Pedroia. The catcher, Mr. Victor Martinez. At first base, Kevin Youkilis. The DH, Mr. David Ortiz. In right field, J.D. Drew. At third base, Adrian Beltre. In left field, Jeremy Hermida. And in center field, batting ninth, Jonathan Van Every.
Nice job, Aaron. 1 out here in the bottom of the first inning, and Dustin Pedroia with a count of 0-1. Came out of what was a slump last night. As Pedroia hits it on the ground just outside the bag at third. The key matchup is brought to you by New England Acura dealers. 3 for 11 is Pedroia against Hernandez with 3 home runs. Dustin had 2 hits in the game last night, 2 for 4. Snapped an 0 for 16 stretch. A single in the 4th inning. And of course, moved from the 3 spot back to his more comfortable 2 spot.
Going back to that first inning, they gave Ryan Mole, the leadoff hitter, a base hit. So it was 1 error charge to Beltre in the first inning, the second hitter.
1-2 is fouled off.
Took a number of looks at it, and it looked like it did bounce up a bad bounce that came up high on Adrian Beltre. You see it right here. He's in good position, but the ball bounces up over the top of his glove. So I think that's the correct call.
Well, Reimold gets a base hit. An error on the play for Adam Jones to reach. Very clearly, Dustin Pedroia struggled in the 3 spot. Did not have a hit in his stint during there. And I know if you ask him or ask anybody, they're going to say, oh, I don't change my mindset at all. But can you help but not to when you're put into a 3 or 4 spot?
No, I think you do. You know, and it's a strange feeling.
Skies one to center, and Jones has got it sized up for the second out.
For a guy that is normally in a 2 spot, you know, or a leadoff spot, and all of a sudden you come to the ballpark and you're the 3 hitter or you're the 4 hitter. It happened to me one time. I was hitting third. I just didn't feel comfortable doing it. I didn't feel like I belonged there. Now, Pedroia doesn't feel that way. He feels like he can hit anywhere in the lineup. It just so happens that his numbers are much better in that 2 spot where he likes to hit.
He's out number 2 of the first inning, and Victor Martinez coming up. Drew 266 with a home run, 5 runs batted in. Saw kind of a similar pattern for him when they moved him into the leadoff spot.
Some guys don't like leadoff at all.
No, Youkilis is one of them. Where virtually he could hit anywhere in the lineup. The one spot he doesn't want to hit is leadoff, and that's a spot you thrived in. I mean,
well, I wouldn't say I thrived in it, Don, but I did it. But I didn't mind it at all. You know, I don't know. I wasn't one of those guys that walked a lot. I swung a lot of pitches. I didn't mind it. I saw a lot of fastballs because of the guys I had behind me. But, you know, some guys just don't like it. They want to see a pitcher get a few pitches in, see what he's got.
Trouble, but the catch made. And as Reimold makes it bumped into by his Taurus. It's a 1-2-3 first. We're scoreless from Fenway.
They're awfully big, would be my only little plug.
Second inning, scoreless from Fenway as Ty Wigginton, the wild swing and a miss to open this second inning. Wigginton, Hughes, and Tatum. 333, 6 homers, 12 runs batted in. It's been a good start for Ty Wigginton. Wigginton had 4 hits in the ball game here last night and turns on this, sending it foul. Time now for the game notes brought to you by Jordan's Furniture. Last night in the 7th inning, Marco Scudero and Kevin Youkilis both had 3-run home runs. First time the Sox have done that since August of 2003. This is in the dirt. Red Sox finished a 10-game homestand today. And the Orioles finished their 10-game road trip. It started on the West Coast. Those are 1-8 so far on this trip, and they've scored just 3.5 runs per game. Chopped to third and picked off to the side by Beltre. He's on the case now. There's one down. Boston Red Sox baseball on NESN is brought to you by Southwest Airlines, your New England Subaru dealers, Dunkin' Donuts, your New England Ford dealers, Olympia Sports, the official sporting goods retailer, the New England Sports Network, and by AT&T. One out here in the second inning. Ryan Hughes, who made his major league debut in the ballgame last night. A couple of hits, 2 for 5 in his first action. Out to left field. Jeremy Hermida on the move, won't get there. One op's the wall. It's played by Van Every, but Hughes cruises into second base with a double, and much like last night, taking a hack at that first pitch.
Yeah, he's a very aggressive hitter and a low ball hitter, Don. We could see that last night in the game, and here's a low knuckleball from Wakefield. See it drop, and still that slight uppercut swing is able to find its way over the head of Jeremy Hermida for the double. He's been pretty impressive in his at-bats here against the Red Sox.
Royals hoping he will be the spark to kind of turn things around right now, looking for anything. He's back in there today in his second game of the big leagues. Craig Tatum takes a pitch inside. Came into the game last night, did not get an at-bat, and came in defensively. 0 for 4 so far in the young season.
anytime Wakefield's pitching, you know, for those right-handed hitters, you expect Scudero to be busy, you expect Beltre to be busy. I think Beltre's been a little bit more busy than he expected in the first couple of innings.
A lot of action coming his way.
Swing and a miss, and it's 1-2. Tatum winning the backup catching job out of spring training. He was called up last year, July 20th, when Ramon Hernandez was DL'd. Played 26 games for the Reds in his first major league experience. Taps the 1-2 foul, won't do it again. Ryan Hughes at second base after the double. He's there with one out. High drive to left. Hermida back at the wall. It's off the wall. Hughes coming around from second base. He will score. It's a long RBI single for Craig Tatum. And the Orioles score first on top 1-0.
Well, Tatum picks up his first base hit of the season as he takes the Wakefield knuckleball high off that left field wall. Kind of flat, stayed about thigh high. And Tatum with a very long single. Nice job there by Hermida playing that ball off that left field wall.
There is Cesar's Turris. Takes ball one inside. 2-08 start to the season. No homers and a run batted in. He's one for his last 14. Finding more. He drops it into left field for a base hit. Tatum takes second base. And it's 3 straight hits for the Orioles here. He's the bottom of the order, getting to Tim Wakefield.
His Turris now in his career 5 for 10 against Tim Wakefield. Hitting from the right side of the plate. Ball stays inside, and the line shot over shortstop for the base hit.
Reimold was given a credit for a base hit. Initially, Beltre was charged with an error in the first. But an infield hit is 1 for 1. As he takes strike one from Tim Wakefield. Rip foul out ahead. 0-2. The Orioles showed you a lot of the numbers off the top, and now 6 for 67. The lowest batting average in the majors with runners in scoring position. This one is outside, and it's 1-2. Orioles batted .284 with runners in scoring position last year. They finished second in the American League. Some good timely hitting last season, not so much in 2010. Swing and a miss. Wakefield needed that and strikes out Reimold for his first K of the day.
Strikeout high for Wakefield is 6. He did that in his first start against Kansas City. Knuckleball doing the honors that time for Wakefield.
Two down, 2 on, and Adam Jones, the batter, reached on an error committed by Beltre at third base. Off the end of the bat foul for strike one. Bruins will get off to a very fast start last year. 4 home runs, 18 RBIs. Hale leading 24 runs in April last season as the Jets went out towards deep right center field. And in center, it is Van Every who makes the grab back on the track that ends the inning. The Orioles get a run and lead it 1-0. Bottom of the second inning, and Kevin Youkilis, David Ortiz, J.D. Drew to face David Hernandez. Had a good first inning, a 1-2-3 inning on 13 pitches. 3 fly ball outs. This is off the outside edge and falls behind 2-0. Youkilis with 253 homers and 10 runs batted in. Popped up and playable for Craig Tatum, the catcher. Now down from first is Hughes. They collide and it falls.
I think they're going to call interference. Yeah, they're going to call interference on Youkilis, and he's going to be out.
And no fault of his own. I mean, he's standing on the baseline, so
you have to allow the fielder to be able to make a play on a ball, and this is just one of those unfortunate cases where Youkilis wasn't even looking, and he just clips him. I don't think I've ever seen that before.
You really didn't see him coming.
No.
How do you figure that goes? 3 unassisted?
I would say yes.
So Youkilis retired. David Ortiz stands in. .56, a home run, 3 runs batted in for Big Papi. First homer of the season on Friday night. Solo shot off Orioles starter Jeremy Guthrie in the second inning. Ortiz pinch hitting in the game last night and striking out. 3 for 19 on the homestand that wraps up today. For strike 1 and 2, David did not particularly like the call. Jams him as it is popped up into short left. Reimel calls off. Tejada makes the catch. 2 down.
Bruins tickets for Game 6 against the Buffalo Sabres at the TD Garden Monday at 7 are on sale now. For tickets, visit bostonbruins.com or call 624-2327, option 5.
Two outs in the second inning, and J.D. Drew returning to the Red Sox lineup. Hits in 4 of his last 5 games. And yesterday off, 1 for 3 in game 1. As Hernandez falls behind 2-0. The strike, and it's 2-1.
Been pretty much all fastballs so far from Hernandez.
Adrian Beltre waits on deck. Hernandez has retired the first 5 Red Sox that he's faced in the game today. Just low, and it's a full count. In the right field, a base hit. Just by the dive at second base of Ty Wigginton. First base runner of the afternoon for Boston.
Now J.D. gets that ball down and in. It's a fastball about knee-high inside corner, and he hooks it. And hooks it hard past the second baseman, Ty Wigginton. So a 2-out single by J.D. Drew keeps the Red Sox out of that 1-2-3 inning.
Two down, Drew at first, and Adrian Beltre the batter. This one skips in. Nice job by Tatum. Took it off the shoulder.
Breaking ball here. Looks like the slider, and it bounces right in the dirt, right back up into the chest protector of Tatum.
Corner for strike 1, 1-1. David Hernandez is just 24 years of age. Hails from Elk Grove, California. Selected by the Orioles in the 16th round back in 2005. Beltre tries to hold up, cannot. And that might be the first breaking pitch we've seen, at least in a while.
Yeah, once again, the slider from Hernandez, and Beltre can't hold off it.
Drew with the lead at first, 2 down. And Beltre with a check swing foul.
Eventful first inning for Adrian Beltre in the field. First of all, this was changed to a base hit. Very first hitter of the ball game. Then it followed by the error by Beltre, which could have been a double play ball. Makes a fine defensive play heading to third base and throwing across the diamond for the out. Then gets the pop up against Scott to get out of the inning. So very busy right out of the chute.
You got a piece of Tatum on the backswing, it looks like.
Covidien, a global healthcare products company, is the proud sponsor of the Red Sox Foundation, helping to address health needs in our community.
Two down, J.D. Drew at first base. Adrian Beltre with the count of 1-2. He's fouled off a few pitches. David Hernandez ready again. And a grounded by the mound towards the shortstop is Turris. He'll flip for the force out. That ends the second inning. We're through 2 from Fenway. Baltimore on top 1-0. Third inning back at Fenway Park, and Nick Markakis, recipient of strike one over the inside corner. The Orioles have a 1-0 advantage. Plate umpire Jeff Kellogg has found a baseball and flipped it back into the seats.
Well, you expect to catch a foul ball, but you don't expect to get a ball from an umpire, do you?
A lot easier that way, though.
Yep.
A happy youngster here at Fenway Park. It's 0-2 to Nick Markakis. Miguel Tejada, Luke Scott will be along here in the Orioles' third inning. Swing and a miss. Markakis with a big cut. Second strikeout for Tim Wakefield. 1 down.
Wakefield picks up the strikeout on a knuckleball that stays outside to Luke Scott. Trying to pitch him away. He's a dead pull hitter. Excuse me, Markakis. I'm just a couple of hitters behind or ahead.
So 1 down. Miguel Tejada coming up. Tejada bounced out to the third baseman, Adrian Beltre, in the first. Line and picked nicely on a hop by Beltre. Gets up and has plenty of time to throw out Tejada. So after the shaky start to begin the day, Beltre has been outstanding.
Yeah, none of these plays have been easy. I mean, they've all been hit pretty hard. That ball smoked by Miguel Tejada. And right down to his knees goes Beltre to make the play. Back up and the throw across the diamond for the out. Now this is Luke Scott, Don.
He's a dead pull hitter, right?
He's a dead pull hitter.
In there for strike one to Scott. 4 in a row retired by Wakefield.
So if he strikes out, you can use the same replay that I did on Markakis.
And he might. He's down 0-2. This will be pitch 50 of the afternoon for Tim Wakefield. Stays up and away, 1-2. Retired 4 in a row. There's 2 quick outs here in the third. Ty Wigginton waiting on deck, 2 outs in the inning. We'll take something from Luke Scott if we are to see Wigginton in this inning. In tight, 2-2.
Wakefield tries to put him away with an inside fastball. Tim had a couple of steps toward that Red Sox dugout. He thought he had the call.
Full count. Scott had been down 0-2. Fly ball left field. Jeremy Hermida has room and makes the catch. It's a 1-2-3 third, 2.5 ton, 1-0 Orioles. Last of the third inning. Jeremy Hermida leading it off for Boston. A 1-0 Orioles lead. Hermida, Van Every, and Scutero to bat here in the third inning. One hit given up by David Hernandez through the first 2 innings. A single for J.D. Drew. 275, 3 homers, 9 runs batted in for Jeremy Hermida. Ball sent foul down the left field line, out of play.
Say 95% of the pitches so far to the Red Sox hitters have been fastballs. There were a couple of breaking balls to Adrian Beltre, but for the most part, all fastballs from Hernandez. This might be a change.
It's up, and it's 3-1. Foul down the left field line, out of play.
For every Red Sox game that goes into extra innings or the Sox get a save, CVS Pharmacy will donate $500 to Children's Hospital Boston. CVS Pharmacy is the official pharmacy of the Boston Red Sox.
Ball 4 and down to first base goes Jeremy Hermida.
It's spring in New England, and that means it's time for Charlie to hit the water and try to make the Red Sox roster. Watch as Matt Fish gives it his all and see what some of the Sox have to say about it. It's baseball season, Matt Fish style, only on Charlie Moore Outdoors tonight at 8. Flat Stanley wants to be on Ness. He's on. We Nesson today or Nesson Plus?
No, we are Nesson
We're
straight.
Nesson.
Jonathan Van Every coming over from the Pirates, where he was playing at AAA for Indianapolis. 10 games there, was off to a 3-14 start at the time of the deal made yesterday. And Van Every takes a pitch for a strike, 0-2. He was acquired yesterday in exchange for a player to be named later. And in the game last night as a defensive replacement. Josh Reddick returned to the Pawtucket Red Sox. This is the second stint for Jonathan Van Every under Terry Francona's tenure. Van Every hitting at .364 in 7 games with the Red Sox in 2009. Of course, he also was a pitcher through 2/3 of his scoreless inning in a 13-0 loss to Tampa Bay, April 30th of last season. One, two to Jonathan Van Every. In there for strike 3, Van Every. The first strikeout for David Hernandez, 1 down.
Surprised by the breaking ball again. We haven't seen too many of these, and they've been to right-handed hitters here. Van Every gets one with 2 strikes on him. And Hernandez picks up his first strikeout of the afternoon.
1 out, Hermida at first base. And Marco Scutaro coming up. He fly to right his first time up. Well, all of us here at Nesson and the Red Sox want to wish Arthur Giddon from Bloomfield, Connecticut, a happy 101st birthday today. Arthur was an honorary bat boy here at Fenway Park last summer. So happy 101st, Arthur. Red Sox trailing 1-0. Made it first, 1 out. Scutaro takes it on the corner for strike 1. Launched a 3-run home run in the 7th inning last night against the Orioles. There were 2 3-run shots for the Red Sox. Euclid with the other. They needed all of those runs, as it turned out in the end. For the first hand, Hermida back to the bat. Strike 2, 1-2. Scutaro has far preferred right-handed pitching so far. At least the numbers indicate that. A .306 average against right-handed pitching. It's .176 against lefties so far for Marco Scutaro. On the right field line, and foul back into the seats. Red Sox baseball on Nesson is brought to you in part by Eastern Bank, the official bank of the Red Sox television network. Eastern Bank, the best team in banking. One, two to Marco Scutaro. Skips in. Tatum knocks it down. Advance for Hermida at first base. Wraps it foul. We had the chance to talk to Marco Scutaro after the game last night. And, I think you kind of underestimate sometimes how hard it is to change teams. I mean, you get used to
New ballpark here on a nightly basis. Your teammates throughout spring training. And here he is, and saying last night that he's starting to feel comfortable here as we get into this season. He's off, takes ball 3.
Now, the only thing that remains the same, Don, is the game itself. That's when they're most comfortable. Everything else is new to them. You know, living conditions, city they play in, coming to a different ballpark at your home ballpark, meeting, greeting new guys, getting to know them. The most comfortable you are is when you're on the field playing the game.
Payoff pitch to Marco Scudero. Runner goes. Scudero grounds it back up the middle. They get a chance. Still, no, they don't get the first guy. He came off the bag, according to Jeff Nelson, second base umpire. Here comes Dave Tremblay to argue. It looked like even with Hermida running, the Orioles are going to be able to pull off a double play.
Well, Wigginton certainly thought he had it, didn't he? He was moving in that direction, made the play on the bounce, and thought he had the bag. Let's see. Tough to tell. Seems to me like he's got the bag. Let's take another look at a different angle. Is the ball in the glove yet? That's the question. I think he's out. Yeah. Red Sox catch a big break there. He should have been out at second base.
Tremblay continuing his conversation with Jeff Nelson.
Umpire seems to be agreeing with everything.
Yes. Except changing the call. Jeff Kellogg, the crew chief, out to see Dave off. So 2 down and another chance here for the Red Sox. Hermida in scoring position. Pedroia, his second at bat and second look at David Hernandez. Flight out center field, first time up. As he takes ball 1.
Well, let's see if the Red Sox can capitalize on that apparent missed call.
On the ground to third base, handled by Tejada. The throw is there, and the inning is over. So not costly for the Orioles. We played 3. It's 1-0 Baltimore. 1-0 back here at Fenway Park as we play along to the top of the 4th inning. First pitch swinging and sending one to right field is Ty Wigginton for the first out of the inning. The league leaders are brought to you by Olympia Sports, the official sporting goods retailer of the New England Sports Network, and active MLB ranks for Tim Wakefield. He's 3rd in starts, 3rd in wins, 3rd in innings, 3rd in complete games, and 4th in strikeouts.
I didn't think the strikeout number would be that high, but it is. Kevin Youkilis going for the sunglasses. The sun peeks in and out this afternoon here at Fenway. Guess we're kind of lucky there was some rain to the south of us. Not affecting the ball game here this afternoon.
Ryan Hughes doubled to left center field first time up, scored the game's only run. It was in the 2nd inning. Since then, Wakefield has rung off 6 in a row. And 2 strikeouts along the way, and there's 1 out here in the 4th. (3-1) from Wakefield. There's ball 4 on the first free pass served up by Tim Wakefield of the day. Well, today's NESN.com question of the day, powered by KGB, comes from John in Raynham. How many starts will Dice K make this season? Text your answer to 542-542. Sox 1 for 15 or less. Sox 2 for 16 to 20. Sox 3 for 20 or more. Results will be revealed in the post game, and you can view the latest results and vote at NESN.com/KGB. 1 out, 1 on. Craig Tatum, the batter, single to left, first time up. And it will be interesting theater seeing the return of Daisuke Matsuzaka to the Red Sox rotation. He'll throw a simulated game tomorrow in preparation for his first start of the year. I wonder what changes there'll be, if any, in the arsenal really for Daisuke Matsuzaka. Jerry, you think about it. The year he was 18-3. I mean, it was virtually the same thing. It was kind of 5 innings, 100 pitches, deep in that pitch count early. And then the bullpen helped out a lot. I wonder if he'll be able to change that aspect of his pitching at all.
I don't think so, Don. There's been no indication so far that he has. I mean, it seems to me that we're going to see the same basic stuff that we've seen from Daisuke since he's been with the Red Sox.
Tatum pops it up left side of the infield. Scudero battling the sun as he makes the catch for out number 2. Two down. Hughes at first base. Here's Cesar Turris, number 9 batter.
You know, from all the reports we've got from rehab starts and stuff like that about Daisuke, the velocity's been about the same, 89 to 91, 92.
Looped into center field. This will fall for a base hit. Hughes heading for third base. He will get there. Good aggressive base running with the ball to shallow center.
Well, as Torres continues to hit well against Wakefield, 2 hits again today. That gives him now 6 for 11 on his career against Tim Wakefield. No let up at second base there at all by Hughes as he heads on to third base. Get one of the best sports sections in the country delivered to your home every day. Sign up now for convenient Boston Globe home delivery. Call 888-MY-GLOBE or go to bostonglobe.com/sports.
Well, the Orioles threatening here in the 4th inning. Ryan Hughes at third base. Cesar Turris at first base. 2 outs in the 4th inning. Nolan Reimold coming up. An infield hit in the first inning. Struck out swinging in the second. Just a check on his Turris, who's back to the bag.
I would imagine his Turris would try to steal if he feels he can get the jump.
In there for a strike. Who's got the game's only run in the second inning. RBI single for Craig Tatum. Now looking for more in this inning. As Wakefield misses 1-1. Long look in for Tim Wakefield at home plate umpire Jeff Kellogg. That's the reason why it was called a ball. Bluff to third, a look to first. Doesn't throw to either locale. Tight, down and in as Victor Martinez out of the crouch to grab that. Now Jones on deck, 2 down in the fourth inning. Off the end of the bat foul, and it evens at 2-2. Nice grab back to the playing service.
Over the shoulder catch.
Two to Reimold. Popped up, same general direction.
Last night, remember the guy last night that made the catch with that Red Sox shirt on? We called it a Vivaqua?
Yes.
I got a note from him during the game last night. It's a very expensive $100 Aloha shirt that comes from Hawaii. He wears it every time he comes to the ballpark, which is about once a month, and he wore it to the 2004 World Series. So that's his lucky shirt.
That was a nice shirt. Why wouldn't you wear it? That was nice last night. 2-2, a check at first, and his Turris back. As a look at that shirt from last night. And the catch.
There's a lot of stuff on that shirt, a lot of Red Sox stuff.
Swing and a miss. Reimold strikes out. It is the third K for Tim Wakefield. The Orioles strand a pair but lead it 1-0. Bottom of the fourth inning. Victor Martinez, Kevin Youkilis, and David Ortiz bat in the inning. One hit for the Red Sox through the first 3 innings, as Martinez takes ball 1 inside. Victor flied out to left field in the first inning. Hernandez at 54 pitches as he works here in the fourth. Giving up 1 hit, 1 walk as a strikeout. Three and 0 to Victor Martinez. Youkilis, then Ortiz here in the fourth inning. Strike 3 and 1. High fly ball to center field. Adam Jones has room and makes the catch as he backpedals onto the track for the first out of the fourth inning.
Tomorrow, when the Bruins and Red Sox seasons collide, watch Game 6 of the Bruins Savers playoff series on NESN and catch the Red Sox Blue Jays game on NESN Plus. Red Sox Monster Monday leads off a busy night at 5 on NESN. To find your NESN Plus channel and a complete programming lineup for the night, visit NESN.com/NESN Plus.
One out in the fourth inning as Kevin Youkilis takes a fastball high. Credits the pitching coach watching David Hernandez, who's looking for his first win of the year. 0-3 coming in, but pitching pretty well today. On the corner for a strike, 2-1.
I mean, there's nothing special that's been going on right now. He's basically just been a fastball pitcher at about 90 miles an hour.
Youkilis flares it foul off to the right, and it evens at 2-2.
He's mixed in a couple of sliders, I believe 1 changeup on the afternoon.
Longest outing is 7 innings. He did that July 26th here at Fenway against the Red Sox last year. Lined into right field, a base hit for Youkilis. Markakis over to play it. It's a 1-out single, and just the second hit of the day for Boston.
Singles by J.D. Drew, and now Kevin Youkilis. He'll get a fastball away. Everything away to Youkilis in that at bat, so he just goes to the opposite field. Picks up the base hit.
There's David Ortiz with 1 out. Youkilis at first. Big Poppy flied out to left field in the second inning. Takes ball 1. Ortiz with a foul tip. Ball and a strike. 94 on the fastball was up.
Yeah, chasing a pitch that might have been out of the strike zone against Ortiz, up about letter high. Foul tipping it into the glove of Tatum.
Popped up. This will get back and out of play. 1-2. The way things have gone lately, Ortiz has not seen time against left-handed pitching. Danny Evelyn scheduled to go tomorrow in Toronto, left-handed. So tomorrow may be an off day for David Ortiz. The Sox will see 2 lefties in that series against the Jays. Framed by Tatum, but it's away, 2-2. Be Beckett against Evelyn tomorrow. Buchholz and Markham on Tuesday. And John Lester matched up against the other lefty in that series, Brett Cecil. Ortiz hits a fly ball to right field. Nick Markakis puts it away for out number 2.
Fastball down and in this time to David Ortiz. They working him inside, up and in, then down and in, and this one he pops up. That was actually a pretty good pitch for David Ortiz to drive. And again, the frustration from Ortiz.
Two down to Youkilis at first, and J.D. Drew, the batter. He has 1 of 2 Boston hits today. Up and away, and reaching back to grab that is Tatum.
The both changeups he's thrown in the game today, both have gone up and out of the strike zone. Not down, up. That's not a good sign for a changeup. Red Sox Nation, if you need medical care while at Fenway Park, visit the Beth Israel Deaconess First Aid Stand behind Section 12. Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Center is the official hospital of the Boston Red Sox. Visit them at bidmc.org.
2 outs in the Boston 4th inning. Kevin Youkilis at first base. 1-1 to Drew. He takes ball 2, 2-1. "70 pitches for David Hernandez. 2 outs here in the 4th. Evens at 2-2. Drew with a single in the 2nd inning and good numbers in his career against the Orioles. In the dirt, kicks away from Tatum, and Youkilis will take second. Jumps into scoring position on a wild pitch uncorked by David Hernandez.
That's that slider from Hernandez, and he bounces it, allowing a man to get in a scoring position for the Red Sox. Tatum really never got that glove open for it to get a chance to go into the glove.
So 2 outs, Youkilis at second base, a 2-2 to J.D. Drew. Lifts it to left. Reinbold is bending away from him, makes the running catch. Nolan Reinbold, that one twisting away with the lefty at the plate. Orioles holding on to a 1-0 lead. Top half of the fifth inning back at Fenway Park. Orioles have a 1-0 advantage as they come to bat here against Wakefield in the fifth. It is 2, 3, and 4 for the O's. Adam Jones, Nick Markakis, and Miguel Tejada. Adam Jones reached on an error committed by Adrian Beltre back in the first, and he was flied out to the warning track in center. It's a wild swing, and he's down 0-2. To right, and a base hit for Adam Jones to begin the fifth. That is the sixth Orioles hit of the game.
First career hit Adam Jones has had against Tim Wakefield. He was 0 for 7. He just reaches out, very defensive swing, and just drops one in the right field for the base hit. Not try to overswing with 2 strikes.
Lead runner on for the first time since the first inning for the Orioles, as Nick Markakis stands in.
Jones looking for his first steal of the season. He's been caught one time.
It's outside 2-0. Red Sox as a team have a 10-game winning streak against the Orioles. They've swept each of the last 3 series. And of course, last year, Red Sox were 16-2 against the Orioles. They're 21-2 against the Orioles since 2008. That is unbelievable. 21-2. Red Sox really beat up on the Orioles the last couple of years. Thought it might be a little different this year. Some roster changes for the Orioles. Not off to a good start. 2-1 will have to wait. There goes the runner. The pitch is a ball, and it's fumbled by Martinez. Good running start at first base by Jones.
There's always that tendency to want to rush with the knuckleball pitcher. When you rush, never gets the handle on the baseball. Jones took a peek back in. No even reason to slide. On the transfer right there, can't get the handle on it.
Chopped softly to first. Youkilis will take it himself. And on to third goes Jones, so Markakis moves the runner along.
Mark your calendar for 2 great family-friendly events this July. Fenway Park will once again host the Futures at Fenway minor league doubleheader and the Cape Cod League All-Star Game. Both events have family-friendly ticket prices. Fans will enjoy autograph sessions as well as discounted concessions. Visit redsox.com/futures or redsox.com/Cape Cod to get your tickets today.
1 out, Adam Jones at third base now, and here's Miguel Tejada. He has twice grounded out to his counterpart at third base, Beltre, and he does it again. Beltre with a nice pick, throws out Tejada for the third time, and Tejada throwing the arms up like, what have I got to do? He has hit some balls hard down to Beltre, and every time Adrian Beltre's had his number.
What you got to do is you got to try somebody else. Once one guy's wearing you out, you can't keep going to him. That's the only place a run wouldn't score either. A ground ball to third base or one back to the pitcher Wakefield because the infield was back.
So 2 down in the inning. No advance for Jones, who's still at third. And Luke Scott coming up. He was fouled out, flied out. for strike one. High drive foul. Scott has done that a couple times today, out ahead.
Red Sox baseball on NESN is brought to you in part by Eastern Bank, the official bank of the Red Sox television network. Eastern Bank, the best team in banking.
To Luke Scott. Fly ball to left field, sending Hermida back onto the track, front of the wall to make the catch. The Orioles leave Adam Jones at third. We're halfway through this one. It's 1-0 Baltimore. Last of the fifth inning. The Orioles on top 1-0. Tim Wakefield working his way out of a jam in the top half of the inning as the Orioles leave Adam Jones at third base. Adrian Beltre leads it off in the fifth. And sends one foul off to the right to even the count at 1-1. Beltre, Hermida, and Van Every, bottom third of the Red Sox order here in the fifth. Ball 2-2-1. 2 hits today for the Red Sox. J.D. Drew's single in the second. Evan Youkilis' single in the fourth. Nobody has visited third base yet for Boston. It's outside, ball 3. Fouled off the catcher Tatum, full count. Mentioned some numbers for the Red Sox against the Orioles last inning, but Boston has lost just one of its last 16 home games against the Orioles, dating back to July of 2008. It's outside, and the leadoff walk for Adrian Beltre.
Mentioned Miguel Tejada might want to try somebody else behind Adrian Beltre. 3 times today he's going in that direction. And all tough chances for Beltre. Tejada just shaking his head when he gets down to first base. None of those were easy plays.
Ball one to Jeremy Hermida. To right field. Markakis on the move. Will get there to make the running catch. Hermida is retired. Beltre back to the bag at first. Some good contact for Hermida, but I think Markakis able to make the running grab.
Yeah, good jump too by Markakis in right field. It looked like it might have enough to find a corner down there, but Markakis covers a lot of ground in a quick amount of time. Tracks it down and gets it back quickly into the infield.
One out, Beltre at first base, and here's Jonathan Van Every. 0 for 2 in his first start of 2010 with the Red Sox. Coming over from the Pirates organization yesterday. The strike, and it's 0-1. One of the few changeups that he's thrown today that has been a strike.
Yeah, that's been down in the zone. The other couple had been up and away.
In the air, back at third and in short left. Tejada gives way to Reimold, who makes the catch. There's been a few of those today. Reimold makes the catch. Whether it's banking, investments, or insurance, Eastern Bank is here to help you and your community win. And for each Red Sox win this month, the Eastern Bank Charitable Foundation will donate $500 to the Boys and Girls Clubs of Boston. Two outs in the fifth. Adrian Beltre walked to begin the inning, but he's still at first base with two away. And Marco Scutaro, 0 for 2 in the game. He's flied out to right field and grounded out to second base. Troy on deck, 2 outs in the fifth. Strike, and it's 1-1. Foul, 1-2. It's up to 86 now for Hernandez. He's gone 4 2/3 and allowed just 2 hits. Foul to the right, still 1-2.
Two more sliders now being featured by Hernandez. Back-to-back breaking balls to Scutaro, and a good job by Scutaro fouling off a pretty good pitch here.
On the ground to third base, changed direction, but Tejada's got it, and he throws to second for the force out. It ends the fifth inning. Through 5, Orioles have a 1-0 lead. Ty Wigginton leads it off for the Orioles here in the 6th inning. Baltimore on top 1-0. And hitting the Red Sox today 6-2. Foul back and a ball and a strike to Ty Wigginton.
Time now for Coors Light Freeze Cam. Earlier in the ball game, Ty Wigginton thought he had himself a double play as he comes across the bag. Thought he tagged second. Apparently he did. The Red Sox got a break here, but they couldn't capitalize on it. Coors Light Freeze Cam brought to you by Frost Brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer.
Little pop up off the bat of Wigginton. Euchel is sailing in and putting it away for the first out of the 6th inning. 4 in a row retired by Tim Wakefield, who has the first out of the 6th inning. Pitching line is brought to you by Ace Ticket. Tim Wakefield at 85 pitches, surrendered the run the Orioles had back in the 2nd inning. An RBI single for Tatum. He gave up 3 straight hits in that inning. Well, the Red Sox offense has not helped him out today in any way, shape, or form. Boston has been held to just 2 hits over the first 5 innings by David Hernandez. He's up to 88 pitches. Tap foul, 1-2. Hughes now, Tatum next. Swing and a miss. Wakefield picks up his 4th K of the day. 2 down in the 6th inning.
That might have been the best knuckleball that Wakefield's featured in the game today. Watch this thing just drop out of the strike zone. Almost ended up in the dirt.
Two down here in the 6th inning for Craig Tatum. It was his RBI single in the 2nd inning that produced the game's only run. Ryan Hughes had doubled with 1 out in the 2nd inning, and the Orioles grabbed a run. Wakefield 4 Ks today. As this one was tapped foul. Into the game today with 1,990 career strikeouts, 10 shy, joining Jamie Moyer and Javier Vazquez and Andy Pettis, the only active pitchers to reach the 2,000 plateau. So 1994 right now, and 6 shy of joining that group. Look at the actual numbers. Well, the win today becomes just the 5th American League right-hander ever to post a victory in at least 16 consecutive seasons for the same team. His 16th campaign as a member of the Boston Red Sox, and coming into today at 0-1 in his 4th start of the season, and might be his last for a while. Swing and a miss, back-to-back Ks for Wakefield, 1-2-3 6th inning, and for the Orioles a 1-0 lead. 4 for Boston. Pedroia, Martinez, and Youkilis. Ball 1 outside. Pedroia flied out to center field in the first inning. Grounded out to third base in the third. He is 0 for 2. And ahead 2-0. There's a strike, and it's 2-1. Unless I'm missing something, Jerry, there's not been anything that's been terribly dazzling about David Hernandez today, but he's getting it done.
Yeah, just very consistent. Consistent with his fastball location, a few breaking balls, a couple of change-ups, but it's not like you look out there and you go, wow, but it's been effective.
Outside 3-1.
Mattis last night, he kind of had the wow factor.
Yes. You can tell that future is very, very bright. And the Orioles very, very excited. There's ball 4 and down to first. Leadoff walk for Pedroia. Third walk of the day. Allowed by Hernandez.
Sox fans, get your standing room packs today. You can create your own unique 3-game package, including 1 game with the Los Angeles Dodgers. Visit RedSox.com today for SRO packs and a variety of other ticket options.
Mark Hendrickson will start to warm for the Orioles. To Martinez, 0 for 2 in the game. As he takes strike 1. To his flied out to left, flied out to center. To right, and a base hit with a vacated right side as Pedroia takes second. Martinez on with a single. First 2 have reached for the Red Sox here in the 6th inning.
Martinez gets a fastball that's up in the zone, just about belt high, and hooks it. In that hole between first and second. Second time today he's hit the ball pretty hard. First base hit.
95 for Hernandez. Most he's thrown in any outing is 104. That was last time at Seattle. A 6 1/3 inning effort. His first outing at 98, 99 in the second. 104 last time out. A walk and a single takes us to Kevin Youkilis. Youkilis is grounded out to first and single to right. Red Sox have had at least 1 base runner in every inning with the exception of the first. And have left 4 men on base. It's first and second, nobody out this time. Youkilis to left field and a base hit. From second base comes Pedroia, and this game is tied 1-1.
Youkilis turns around an inside fastball, picks up his 11th RBI of the season. Looks like they wanted to go away, but this ball stays inside, and Youkilis jumps all over the mistake down the left field line.
Well, Hernandez 5 shutout innings, but runs into trouble in the 6th. It's a 1-1 game as the Orioles change pitchers. David Hernandez 5+ responsible for the men on base as the game is now tied 1-1. His call to the bullpen is brought to you by your New England Ford dealers. Mark Hendrickson into the game, the left-handed reliever, for his 7th appearance of the season, a 1.23 earned run average. Hitting at just 125 against Hendrickson. Appeared in Friday night's game. He's not allowed to run in 4 games in 2 2/3 innings. Victor Martinez at second base. Kevin Youkilis at first base. A run in, nobody out. And David Ortiz, the batter. Was 5 for 28 against Hendrickson. 179. As he takes ball 1. So it took until the 6th, but the Red Sox finally getting to David Hernandez. They've tied it, now looking for more with nobody out in the inning. A strike on the outside corner that evens it, counted 1-1.
And the troubles for Hernandez started with the walk to Dustin Pedroia. And then back-to-back base hits.
And 5+, he's touched for 4 hits, 3 walks. Struck out a batter and so far been charged with 1 run. Ortiz to left, curling towards the corner, and a foul ball. Virtually no foul ground to the left of that pole, and Big Papi finds it. Just kept twisting in that direction.
If it was golf, it would be a slice.
One and 2 to David Ortiz. On the ground through the shift into right field, a base hit. Victor Martinez being waved around. The Red Sox will take a 2-1 lead. David Ortiz drives in the go-ahead run.
Red Sox with a chance to have a real big inning here against the Orioles. Still nobody out and 2 runs in. David Ortiz gets a low fastball out over the plate and pulls it through the shift. That RBI is number 4 on the season for David Ortiz.
First and third, nobody out, 2 runs in for J.D. Drew. A single and a fly out for J.D. Drew on the day. Fly ball center field. Jones to make the catch as tagging and scoring is Youkilis with the 3rd Boston run of the day.
Good job there by J.D. Drew. He's battling a left-hander. Look for something that you can get in the air. Man at third base. He gets a high fastball and he's able to lift it deep enough to center field where it won't even draw a throw home. Good pitch to get in the air right there, about a belt-high fastball.
Book closed on the starter, David Hernandez, charged with all 3 Red Sox runs. That's after 5 shutout innings. Wraps it up with 97 pitches thrown today. And perhaps deserves a better fate, but his team not scoring many runs. 1 run and a walk to begin the inning, and 3 straight hits after that. It's happened fast, and the Red Sox lead at 3-1. They'll trade 2 for 4 against Hendrickson in his career. Center and a base hit. It's now 3 for 5 in his career against Hendrickson. Ortiz takes second. Fourth hit of the inning.
Well, it took a while for the Red Sox bats to come alive. They've come alive here in the 6th inning. Back to the long distance phone call.
A pitch hitter coming up here for Hermida. The left-hander Hendrickson on the mound. Bill Hall will be coming out to pinch hit for Jeremy Hermida. So far, a 14-minute wait for Tim Wakefield. Doesn't mind a bit. The Red Sox have scored 3 times for him. And looking for more as Rick Kranitz, the pitching coach, heads out. If you or someone you know has been affected by the recent floods in Rhode Island or Massachusetts, please contact FEMA at 800-61-FEMA or register online at disasterassistance.gov. Jason Birkin warming in the pen for the Orioles. Hendrickson has given up 2 hits and a sac fly since coming in, and allowed 2 inherited runners to score. Bill Hall pinch hitting with 1 out and runners at first and second for Boston. There's part of the reason why. 4 for 7 with a home run and chance to bat from the right side against the lefty. Strike 1 from Hendrickson. Ortiz at second base. Beltre at first base. Still just 1 out here in the 6th inning. Tight 2-1. Jonathan Van on deck with 1 out here in the 6th. Two and 2 to Hall. Shadows starting to creep their way towards the home plate area. Not a factor at the moment. Hall goes around. No, according to first base umpire Mark Carlson, and it's a full count.
Take a look from the side. You make the call.
Looks like he did hold up. Full count. Strike 3 call. Hall knew it. Takes with him the first K for Hendrickson. 2 down. Well, Hendrickson looking for something that didn't include contact, and he gets it here with the K.
Yeah, this pitch I think completely surprised Bill Hall, getting the breaking ball there.
Another pinch hitter is going to be coming up. Mike Lowell will bat for Jonathan Van Every. So Terry Francona into the bench here in the 6th inning. Nice reception as always for Mike Lowell as Dave Tremblay makes his way out to the mound. It's a day for Mark Hendrickson. It's 3-1 Red Sox.
Participation is limited and advanced registration is required. The event benefits the Red Sox Foundation and MGH Home Base program. Visit runthehomebase.org for details and to sign up today.
Mark Hendrickson departs after facing 4 batters. He gives up 2 hits, does get 2 outs. But it's a 3-1 Red Sox lead with Jason Birkin, the new pitcher, into the game. His 5th appearance, a record of 1.50 earned run average. He's worked in 12 innings, and the opponent hitting at .214 against Birkin. He's gone 8 1/3 innings, giving up just 1 earned run in his last 2 appearances. He's been a long man as he comes in here and faces Mike Lowell, who grounds 1 foul outside of third. Lowell pinch hitting and 3 for 6 against Birkin. It is Ortiz at second, Beltre at first, and 2 outs in this Boston 6th inning. Lowell lines it into left field, down towards the corner. Here comes Ortiz around to score. Adrian Beltre will be stopped at third. It's an RBI pinch hit double for Mike Lowell, and the Red Sox take a 4-1 lead.
Well, the fans here at Fenway love to see Mike Lowell come up to hit, and he delivers. Gets a fastball up and in and takes it right down that left field line to the 310 mark. So another run on the board for the Red Sox. Darnell McDonald will run at second base for Mike Lowell and take over, I imagine, in center field.
So another hand for Lowell as he heads off. Red Sox lead it now 4-1, second and third with 2 outs. Scudero takes strike 1. 9th member of the Red Sox to bat. Darnell McDonald now at second base. Beltre at third. Popped up, foul ground. Hughes runs out of room. Scudero is flied out to right. He's grounded out to second base and bounced into a fielder's choice back in the 5th inning. Had the big 3-run home run here last night. 0 for 3 so far today. Didn't go, says Mark Carlson. Beltre at third base, McDonald at second base, and 2 down. Off, and it hangs at 2-2. Birkin last year, second on the Orioles staff at 24 starts. Looking out of the bullpen at the moment. Trying to end this 6th inning, a 4-run 6th inning so far for Boston. 2-2 to Scudero. Ball 3, full count. Joya would be next. Strike three call. It ends the inning, but the Red Sox score 4 times. Take a 4-1 lead to the 7th. Cesar's Turris leads it off for the Orioles in the 7th inning. Red Sox now on top 4-1 thanks to their 4-run bottom of the 6th. Cesar's Turris is 2 for 2 as he hits a fly ball out to left center field. New outfield now for the Red Sox, and Darnell McDonald, who is into center field after pinch running for Mike Lowell, makes the catch for the first out of the 7th. Bill Hall stays in the game. He's now in left. Dunkin' Donuts is in its 11th year of hosting local youth groups and charitable organizations in the Dunkin' Dugout. Special seating section at Fenway Park. Thousands of children have had the chance to catch a Red Sox home game thanks to Dunkin' Donuts. As always, our thanks for them dropping off refreshments in the booth.
So you had the big sausage sandwich.
Yes, I did. My normal Sunday feast. 1-0 is outside 2-0. Taki Okajima. First action we've seen in the pen.
Is that egg and sausage?
Yes.
It is.
Egg and cheese and sausage and bagel.
Good. Good. Got your cholesterol pill?
You don't miss a trick. There's nothing that gets by you.
Huh?
There's nothing that gets by you.
I didn't hear what you just said.
3-0 is in there for strike 3-1. Strike, full count. Midfield has now retired 7 Orioles in a row. And this one fouled off to the left.
A few more curveballs recently in this game from Tim Wakefield. It's a curveball that he got his Torres to pop up on.
Ball out towards deep left center field. Darnell McDonald back at the wall, and it's off the wall. McDonald plays the carom, but into second base goes Nolan Reimold with a wall ball double with 1 out in the inning.
Second base hit of the game for Reimold. He picked up a single back in the first inning. And now off that left field wall on the fastball from Wakefield. Angle played very well out there by Darnell McDonald, who's still learning the nooks and crannies here at Fenway.
Adam Jones stands in and takes strike one. Reached on an error in the first inning, flied out to the warning track in the second, then singled and stole a base in the fifth. Quickly 0-2.
Another curveball from Wakefield.
114 was the last time out for Wakefield. 6-inning effort against Texas. On the ground at third base, Beltre picks it on the backhand beautifully. Throw across in time for out number 2. It's amazing how Beltre started this day and what kind of day he's had since defensively. Here comes Terry Francona to get Tim Wakefield with a runner at third and 2 down, and this could be Wakefield's last start for a while as he will make his way off here in the 7th inning with a 4-1 lead. And Hideki Okajima into the game for Boston with 2 outs. He deals with Nick Markakis. 10th appearance for Okajima already on the season. It's just game number 19. And he's in his 10th game at 2.84 earned run average. One of the things about last night is it worked out. The Red Sox did not use Okajima or Bard, so both available for the tail end of this game. As you get towards the end of this game, and right now a safe situation. Terry Francona wanting to stay away from Papelbon today and likely unavailable. So Bard and Okajima are available, and Okajima first in. Markakis towards left center field, and this will get down to the track of the wall. Promptly will score Nolan Reimold with his second Orioles run. It's an RBI double for Markakis. And it closes the book on Tim Wakefield, who's charged with 2 runs in 6 2/3.
Not exactly what Terry Francona was hoping for, a lefty-lefty matchup, and Markakis wins it. Line shot into the gap, and all of a sudden it's a 2-run ball game.
The line for Tim Wakefield, 6 2/3, throws 108 pitches. Gave up a run back in the second and a run here in the 7th inning. 1 walk, 5 strikeouts. That could be his last start for a while.
Well, if it is, he left on a good one.
Yell Tejada in on the right side with Markakis at second base and 2 down. The numbers for Tejada against Okajima, including a home run, as Victor Martinez heads out to talk to Okajima. We head to Tom Caron for a game break. TC? Okay, Tom, 4-2 here. Red Sox on top. Orioles have gotten a run with 2 outs in the inning. And looking for more with Nick Markakis at second base. Miguel Tejada ahead in the count, 1-0. 2-0. Tejada has been stymied today by Beltre at third base. He's grounded out 3 times sharply to the third baseman, and Beltre's been up to the task every time. High drive to left field, deep, far, down towards the pole, and off the pole. It is a 2-run home run for Miguel Tejada to tie this game. We showed you the fantastic numbers for Tejada against Okajima. And he takes him deep for the second time in his career, and it's a tie game.
22 career home runs for Tejada against the Boston Red Sox. And this one was crushed just like every other ball he's hit this afternoon. Fastball down and right off that foul pole down in left field. So Okajima comes into the game, gives up a double, and then a 2-run home run.
Now Luke Scott, who is 0 for 3 today, takes strike 1. Well, they'll quit in the Orioles, a team that comes into today 2-16. They get down again and finding new ways to lose on a daily basis, but their charge in the 9th inning last night and their come from behind effort here in the 7th. So 2 down in the inning. Scott with a count of 1-1. Erased from this decision today is Tim Wakefield. Okajima has given up 2 runs, 1 inherited runner. It's a 4-4 game. On the ground to first base, Euclid knocks it down. Then he'll take it himself to end the inning. But a big inning for the Orioles. They scored 3 times and tied the score 4-4.
All right. That disappeared in a hurry.
Birkin back on the hill, and new ball game now, tied 4-4. The action behind Birkin as this inning begins. Alberto Castillo, left-hander warming, as it'll be Pedroia, Victor Martinez, and Kevin Youkilis. Maybe if they get to Ortiz, we will see Castillo, who is warming in the pen. Pedroia today, he is 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. It's his walk in the 6th inning. They got the 4-run inning started for the Red Sox. And it's strike one from Birkin. 5 for 10 against Birkin in his career. And proper lines run towards the gap in left center field. He gets down to the track and the wall. Pedroia headed for second base. Got a stand-up double to begin this bottom of the 7th inning.
Well, the Red Sox looking for some late inning magic again in this game this afternoon. Dustin Pedroia gets things started in the 7th. He gets a fastball down the middle and hooks it in that gap in left center field. Dustin Pedroia's parents here today enjoying the ball game from behind home plate.
So Pedroia at second base. Victor Martinez against Birkin, 2 for 4 in his career. Trying to move Pedroia with the Red Sox and the Orioles tied 4-4 here in the 7th. Ball one. Youkilis, 2 hits and 3 tries today and an RBI. Waits on deck with nobody out here in the 7th. Victor chops it right side by design. Over is Birkin for the out, but Martinez moves Pedroia to third with 1 out.
Yeah, certainly Martinez would have preferred a base hit in that situation, but he did his job. You could clearly see him take an outside pitch and roll his wrists over trying to pull that ball and advance the runner. I mean, that's not a Victor Martinez swing right there, but it's an effective out. Gets the man to third base. Now the Orioles pull the infield in.
Youkilis with singles to right and left, 2 hits and 3 tries. As he takes strike 1 from Birkin. Birkin, last year's starter, made 24 starts for the Orioles with 6-12 with a 6.54 ERA. In the pen this season. Youkilis left side, the shortstop is Turris with the throw that's in time, and Youkilis can't get it done. The infield in works out for the Orioles, 2 down.
Now with Castillo loose in the bullpen, let's see if they get him to face Ortiz.
Here comes Dave Tremblay. He will be using his 4th pitcher of the day. 2 outs in the 7th in a 4-4 game. double by Pedroia to start it. Pedroia now at third base. A 4-4 game with David Ortiz coming up. Alberto Castillo into a game for the second time this season. He worked an inning, striking out 2 in his first appearance. Worked in last night's game. Recalled from the Norfolk Tides on the 20th of April. And his second appearance of this season. Last year, 2 stints with the Orioles. And parts of 3 years now in Baltimore as he deals with Ortiz with the go-ahead run 90 feet away in Dustin Pedroia. Ortiz takes strike 1. David has flied out to left, flied out to right, and last time up contributed with an RBI single to right field. It's away, and it's 1-1. Jason Birkin allowing 2 doubles, 1 to Mike Lowell and 1 to Dustin Pedroia while he was in there. Ortiz dropping a bunt down, but it's foul. David Ortiz trying to bunt in the go-ahead run with that shift on.
And had it stayed fair, it would have worked. Look how far off the back to Hunter is at third base. Even when he squares around, Ortiz going down that third base line, but foul.
One-two to Ortiz. That's a piece to stay alive. Back in the day, the last thing you'd want to do is have Ortiz do that. Today, you would certainly take it.
I think even back in the day, I'd have taken it.
You would have taken it then.
I think so. Give the Red Sox a 5-4 lead.
A 1-2 pitch to Big Papi. They elevate and he strikes out instead. 4-4 game as we head to the 8th. McDonald as the Red Sox tied up 4-4 as we head to the 8th. And more Hideki Okajima Ty Wigginton, Ryan Hughes, and Craig Tatum to bat here in the 8th, and a great opportunity for the Red Sox by the boards. In the bottom of the 7th, a swing and a miss for strike one to Ty Wigginton. Scott Atchison is up in the Red Sox pen. Into center field, a base hit for Ty Wigginton. A big night last night, his first hit of today.
Don't generally see Okajima leave pitches up in the zone, but he certainly does right here against Wigginton. About an 87-mile-an-hour fastball that Wigginton takes up the middle for a base hit.
Closer up for the Orioles, Jim Johnson. Wigginton at first to get it started here in the 8th. Ryan Hughes. Double in the 2nd, a walk in the 4th. He struck out in the 6th. Takes ball one inside. Strike 2-1. Swing and a miss, 2-2.
Curveball this time from Okajima. The over-the-top curveball ends up down and away from Hughes.
To left, falling fast. Hall will lay it out in left field to make the grab. Bill Hall with a good running, diving catch for out number one.
Yeah, plus that ball coming off the bat of the left-hander, slicing away from Bill Hall. See where he's playing and watch how much this ball slices to his right. He's able to make the dive and make the play. Not much time to get there, too, because it was more of a line drive.
Pinch hitter coming up for Craig Tatum, the catcher. Matt Wieters had today off until now. He had started the first 2 games of this series, and in there is a pinch hitter. .318 average, a home run, 5 runs batted in. And he bats here in the 8th in a tie game. Ty Wigginton at first base with 1 out. And a swing and a miss for strike one. Wieters with the 7-gamer coming into this pinch hitting appearance in the 8th inning. Foul tipped, and it's 0-2. Red Sox baseball on NESN is brought to you in part by Eastern Bank, the #1 SBA small business lender in Massachusetts. Eastern Bank, the best team in banking. 1 out. Leadoff runner and Ty Wigginton reach first base. Still there with 1 out here in the 8th. 1-2 to Wieters. Cesar Turris is on deck for the Orioles here in the 8th. They scored 3 times in the top half of the 7th inning to tie the score 4-4. In the dirt and corralled by Victor Martinez. 2-2. Tim Wakefield started here today 6 2/3, 7 hits, 2 runs, walked a batter, struck out 5. Will receive a no decision in his 4th start. Kojima has been in since the 7th inning. Two to Wieters. Got it. First strikeout for Okajima works out to be out number 2 of the 8th.
Okajima gets Wieters on that split-fingered fastball down and away.
It's like another pinch hitter coming up for the Orioles as they call his Turris back. It'll be Garrett Atkins coming off the bench.
Coming up tomorrow, immediately following Monster Monday, it's Olympia Sports presents the Boston Globe Red Sox Game Day Live with TC and Nick Capato. They'll preview Josh Beckett's 5th start of the season, taking on AL home run leader Vernon Wells and the Jays. Look at the Toronto rotation without their ace Roy Halladay. Plus a look forward to Game 6 between the Brewers and Sabres, all coming up tomorrow afternoon at 5:30, only on NESN.
Atkins pinch hitting with 2 outs in the inning, takes strike 1. 224, no homers, and 5 runs batted in. Started the first game of the series at first base. Left the bases loaded twice on Friday night. As he takes ball 1-1-1. He was 0 for 4 with runners in scoring position in that first game of the series. Signed with the Orioles as a free agent in December. And last year with the Rockies hit a career low 226. It's up high, ball 2-2-1. Hits a fly ball to center field. Darnell McDonald has it sized up and puts it away. The leadoff single for Ty Wigginton is wasted for the Orioles. We head to the bottom of the 8th, tied at 4.
more than 380 table games and 7,600 slots. Enjoy world-class accommodations, restaurants, retail shops, and 2 18-hole championship golf courses. Foxwoods, nothing compares to the wonder of it all.
J.D. Drew leads it off as we head to the home half of the 8th inning, deadlocked at 4. Changes for the Orioles. Julio Lugo in the game now at shortstop after Cesar Torres was hit for. And Matt Weeder stays in the game after pinch hitting for Craig Tatum. A strike to Drew evens the count at 1-1. Drew had a single in the second, flied out in the fourth, had a sacrifice fly in the sixth, picking up his 8th RBI of the year. 1-1 is a pop-up to shallow left. Lugo out. Reimold in. And it's Nolan Reimold for the first out of the 8th.
Time now to take a look at the road ahead, brought to you by Safeco Insurance. Well, tomorrow the Red Sox head north of the border for the first meeting of the season with the Toronto Blue Jays. Red Sox pitchers will have to deal with the red-hot Vernon Wells. The Jays outfielder leads the team in average home runs and is tied for the team lead in RBI. Not only that, but has 5 career homers against Monday starter Josh Beckett.
Here comes Dave Tremblay. As he's going to be making a change in a 4-4 game. Alberto Castillo is done. Back after this, tied at 4. The first 6 innings. Ended up being charged with 2. Mike Lowell, part of a 4-run bottom of the 6th inning, his pinch hit RBI double. And the Red Sox had a 4-2 lead before Miguel Tejada hits a 2-run home run to tie this game 4 aside. That's where we stand here with the new pitcher coming in, serving as the Orioles closer at the moment, Jim Johnson. Mike Gonzalez on the DL. Jim Johnson comes in with 1 out in the 8th.
He walked Adrian Beltre with the bases loaded in game 1 of this series.
On the ground this time to shortstop. Lugo to his left. And there's 2 down in the 8th inning. Here comes Bill Hall. Johnson last year became the primary closer towards the end of the year. From August on, he was 10 for 16 save opportunities. All chops it foul outside of third. Set career highs in appearing in game 64 of them last year, and pitched in 70 innings. Popped up, foul ground. Wieters won't get there. Lands in the second row of the seats. Had some obstacles on the way over. A bunch of bats out on deck and other stuff, but he gets there and runs out of room.
Yeah, gets there without stepping on any of that stuff on the on-deck circle, but just the ball a couple of rows back. Wieters a big guy. Looks like, what, about 6'5"?
Swing and a miss. Hall chases and strikes out. A 1-2, 3/8. We head to the ninth, tied at 4.
The RedSox.com shop, accept no substitutes.
Ninth inning tied 4-4. And a new pitcher for the Red Sox, Daniel Bard, into the game. His 10th appearance, 0-1 mark, 3.38 earned run average. The opponent hitting at 158. 9 Ks and 3 walks for Bard, who allowed a 2-run home run to Adam Jones here on Friday night to snap a bullpen streak of 21 1/3 consecutive scoreless innings. The trio he will face here in this 9th inning. And it is ball 1 to Reimold. His 2 hits, the single in the first, struck out in the second and fourth, and then doubled in the 7th inning and scored a run. Strike over the inside corner, 98. Evens it count at 1-1. Kojima going an inning and a third, allowing a total of 3 hits. He's charged with 2 runs, allowed 1 inherited runner to score beyond the 2-run home run he allowed to Miguel Tejada. Didn't walk anybody and struck out a batter. Reimold fouls off another. That was at 100 miles per hour, and it's 1-2. On the corner for strike 3. All gas, and Reimold is gone. Out number 1 of the ninth.
That's pretty nasty when you can throw a 100-mile-an-hour fastball on the block on the outside corner. Not much of a chance for the hitter at all. That's a little bit what it looks like when you're that close.
1 down for Adam Jones. 1 for 4 day. It was Jones who hit the home run off Bard on Friday, as he takes ball 1 away. Late on that cut, and it's a ball and a strike to Jones. Breaking ball snapped off for a strike, and it's 1-2.
He started that breaking ball right at Adam Jones, and it breaks and hits the inside corner. See a little flinch by Jones.
Another, and this one gets Jones. He strikes out. It's back-to-back Ks for Bard.
Doubled up on the breaking ball to pick up the strikeout. Inside, then back outside with the breaking ball for the strikeout. So back-to-back. 1 on a fastball, 1 on a breaking ball.
Two outs for Nick Markakis, who has flied out, struck out, grounded out, and last time had an RBI double. Part of what was a 3-run 7th inning for the Orioles. Late swing, fouls it back into the grandstand to the left. Spins Markakis out at 99. Trying to come in again. Sliced foul off to the left.
2 fastballs that have been out over the plate. Markakis has been very late on him. Gives you an indication of how hard Bard is throwing this afternoon.
Struck out Reimold, struck out Jones, and is ahead of Markakis, 1-2. One-two from Daniel Bard. Breaking ball missing, and it's now 2-2.
Not by very much. Tried the back door with the breaking ball. Just missed the outside corner. Hard fastballs inside, then tried to drop the slider on him.
Swing and a miss. Strikes out Markakis on it. Strikes out the side. Tied at 4 as we head to the last of the ninth. 4-4 as we head to the bottom of the ninth inning. Darnell McDonald to lead it off. And he sends it into center field. A base hit to begin the ninth. It has been big for the Red Sox ever since he joined them, and especially late in games. He's got a single to get this ninth inning started.
Yeah, waste no time. Jump on that first fastball. That's right over the heart of the plate and take it right up the middle for the base hit. And we'll see if Scudero's bunting McDonald at second base.
Lou Montañez is in left field now for Nolan Reimold. Lead runner on in the bottom of the ninth, Marco Scudero. Scudero 0 for 4 in the game today as he bats for the 5th time. Had 3-run home run here last night. Squaring down the first baseline. It kicks fair, and the sacrifice complete as McDonald takes second.
Well done by Scudero. The reason you go to first base, he's got to hold that man on so he can't break early. This ball looked like it might have had a chance to roll foul, then hit a divot and came back in the fair territory. Looks down the line. It's starting to go into foul territory, but then hits a divot and ends up back on the grass. Hughes has to apply the tag.
Well, with 1 out in this ninth inning and the winning run in scoring position, the Red Sox have the right people coming up. Dustin Pedroia now. Victor Martinez will be next. As Pedroia takes strike one. Dustin with a double his last time up. A 1 for 3 day. And good numbers in 3 at-bats against Jim Johnson. Sliced foul, and he's down 0-2. Red Sox winning the first 2 games of this series by 1 run in each. 4-3 on Friday, 7-6 last night. Trying to win it here in the ninth today. It's away, and it's 1-2. The Orioles try to fight off their 17th loss of the year, coming in at 2-16. It's in, and it's 2-2. Victor Martinez on deck, 1 out, ninth inning. Darnell McDonald representing the winning run, standing at second base. Pedroia strikes out. 2 down in the ninth. Big out for Jim Johnson.
Fooled him on a breaking ball this time. But all fastballs up to this point, and then the breaking ball fools Pedroia. I don't see Pedroia striking out swinging very often.
Rick Kranitz, the pitching coach, out to talk it over. The entire infield will join the conversation.
Coming up after the game today, it's Granite City Electric Red Sox final with TC and Jim Rice, where they'll take you through highlights from around the majors. They'll also revisit the KGB poll question of the day. How many starts will Dice K make this season? And they'll look ahead to Josh Beckett's start against the Blue Jays. It's all coming up after the game, only on NESN.
2 outs in the ninth inning. Darnell McDonald at second base, and Victor Martinez coming up. Ball one inside at 96. First time that Victor Martinez has faced Jim Johnson. It's 2-0. Mel McDonald with a single to begin the inning. The sacrifice bunt for Marco Scudero to get him to second. Strikes out Dustin Pedroia swinging. Now a 2-0 to Victor Martinez. Martinez hits it on the ground to first base. Hughes picks it up. And the Red Sox and Orioles will play extra baseball from Fenway Park today. Tied 4-4 to the 10th. Top half of the 10th inning from Fenway Park. The Sox had a good opportunity in the bottom of the ninth, but could not convert as Jim Johnson gets out of the jam. The Red Sox bring on their fourth pitcher of the day, Scott Atchison, into the game for Boston. His sixth appearance of the year, no record, 3.12 earned run average. Atchison has had the opponent hit at 194 against him and has not pitched since the 19th of April, so 6 days in between appearances for Atchison. He's gone 2 innings or more in each of his last 3 outings. Pitch high for ball 1 to Miguel Tejada. Scott Schoenweiss up in the Red Sox pen. 2/3 of an inning in last night's game.
If you were with us earlier, you heard us mention Papelbon not available to the Red Sox today, working the last couple of games.
On the ground up the middle, and Tejada has a leadoff single to begin the 10th. He's hit some rockets today, had nothing to show for it in his first 3 at-bats, going 0 for 3, but since then, a 2-run home run to tie the game, and now a single to begin the 10th.
I was going to say the same thing, Don. He's had a heck of a day offensively. Unfortunately, had Adrian Beltre down at third base. Then he hits the home run, now starts off the 10th with a base hit on a breaking ball up the middle.
So Tejada at first base, Luke Scott, who's had a quiet day today, 0 for 4. Takes ball 1. Scott hits a fly ball to left field. Back goes Hall. Off the scoreboard. Heading for third is Tejada. Throw goes to second base, and it's second and third with nobody out in the 10th.
See Hall out there trying to deke it, trying to make believe he's going to catch that ball, trying to hold the runner, but Tejada was not biting for it. Another breaking ball hit to the opposite field. There's Hall trying to fake that, trying to deke the base runner, but it didn't work as both men end up at second and third.
So the Orioles not sacrificing. Scott swinging away, and it's second and third with nobody out. And Ty Wigginton coming up. He is 1 for 4, a single in the 8th. Infield in all the way around. Wigginton rolls it foul down the third baseline. Back into the seats. It's 0-2. Hutchinson could use a strikeout right here. Tejada at third base, Scott at second base, nobody out in the 10th. Wigginton gets a piece. Doesn't chase. 1-2. Wigginton tried to hold up and did. It is 2-2. Hughes waiting on deck for the Orioles. Nobody out here in the 10th. And Victor Martinez out to talk to Atchison. Boston Red Sox baseball on NESN is brought to you by Sullivan Tire, your New England Toyota dealers, and by Southwest Airlines. Second and third, nobody out here in the 10th inning for the Orioles. Ty Wigginton in a battle here with the count of 2-2. Ball 3, full count. Scott at third base, Scott at second base. Ball 4, he walks Wigginton. It's down to first base to load the bases with nobody out. And Terry Francona out to make the move. He's got Schoenweiss ready to go in the pen. So Schoenweiss will be coming in on a bases loaded, nobody out situation, tied at 4.
game on WB Mason Extra Innings Live.
4-4 game, nobody out in the 10th inning. Atchison gone after a single, a double, and a walk allowed here in the 10th. Bases loaded, nobody out. Scott Schoenweiss, the veteran, into the game, his 9th appearance, 3.00 earned run average. So now 9 innings, and the opponent hitting at .219 against the lefty. Schoenweiss worked here last night, going 2/3 of an inning, giving up 2 hits. He's gone an inning or more 5 of his last 6 appearances. In here in a bases loaded, nobody out situation. Third base for the Orioles is Miguel Tejada. Luke Scott is at second base, and Ty Wigginton at first. Ryan Hughes doubled back in the second inning, walked in the fourth, and he struck out and lined out since. Infield in all the way around for Boston. Hughes with a swing and a miss for strike one. And after that first pitch, a lot in the first 24 odd hours of his major league career. Hughes lines it into right field, a base hit. From third comes Tejada. Luke Scott will be stopped, so 1 run in. And the Orioles take a 5-4 lead here in the 10th.
Well, Hughes has been very impressive in these first 2 games. Not intimidated by the left-handed pitcher. Gets the fastball from Schoenweiss. And with the infield pulled in, it quickly goes by Youkilis.
The Red Sox with a very good opportunity in the 9th inning when Darnell McDonald gets to second base with 1 out. Cannot score him, and it's the Orioles who get a run in the very next inning here in the top half of the 10th, and looking for more. Bases loaded, nobody out. And Matt Wieters takes ball 1. Wieters pinch hit in the 8th and struck out. Up the middle and into center field, a base hit. Scott will score. Here comes Wigginton. 2 more runs for the Orioles. They take a 7-4 lead here in the 10th with still nobody out.
Once again, that infield pulled in, and the ball gets through very, very quickly. Second at bat of the game for Wieters. He hooks that outside pitch. And gets it by Marco Scutaro into center field.
A not so warm reception for Julio Lugo upon his introduction here at Fenway Park. Again. That's for the first time. He's 4 for 8 in his career against Scott Schoenweiss. That's with runners at first and second. Still nobody out in this 10th inning. He is squaring and dropping it down foul. Red Sox will have Youkilis, Ortiz, and Drew expected in the bottom of the 10th, and at the very least they'll be dealing with a 3-run deficit.
And nobody warming in that bullpen, so probably Johnson coming back out.
Hughes at second, Wieters at first. Nobody out in the 10th. Lugo pops it up, and it's caught by Beltre. Unable to move the runners along. Sacrifice unsuccessful as Lugo pops it up to Beltre.
Not a good bunt at all here by Julio Lugo. Gets the barrel of the bat under the baseball and pops it up. The dive by Adrian Beltre and the out.
Terry Francona back out again. Schoenweiss came in a bases loaded situation, nobody out. All three of those runners have scored, and Manny Del Carmen's coming in. 7-4 now, Orioles in the 10th. Seven to 4, the Orioles on top of the Red Sox. One out in the 10th inning. Red Sox use their sixth pitcher of the day. Manny Del Carmen's in. Seventh appearance of the season, 2.35 ERA, and the opponent hitting just 0.83 against Manny Del Carmen. So the opponent's 2 for 24 batting against him. He's tied with Chicago's Sergio Santos for the lowest among qualifying American League relievers. Lou Montañez batting for the first time today. Runners at first and second, one out. And a swing and a miss, 1-1. Schoenweiss allowed 3 inherited runners to score. All the runs charged to Atchison, so he went plus innings, 2 hits, 3 runs, a walk, and no strikeouts. Atchison did not record an out. Runners on are Schoenweiss's runs as pitch in there for strike 2, 1-2. Montañez lifts a fly ball to shallow left center. Bill Hall is in. And he makes the catch for the second out, 2 down. Comes Adam Jones. Single back in the 5th, a 1-for-5 day. And a check swing foul over by the Red Sox dugout.
14 hits this afternoon for the Baltimore Orioles. They have 17 last night?
Yep. Another foul. It's 0-2. With 40 hits in the series. They dropped the first 2 games of the series. Now have a 7-4 lead here in the 10th in game 3. The 0-2 to Adam Jones. In the dirt outside, 1-2. And the Red Sox will have Youkilis, Ortiz, and Drew in the bottom of the 10th inning. Swing and a miss. Climbs the ladder on Jones and strikes him out. And the Orioles get 3 runs and lead it 7-4. A 24-minute wait for Johnson while his team was put together a 3-run 10th. He put some good numbers against Jim Johnson. And 2 hits today, going 2 for 4 with an RBI. Youkilis takes strike 1. Youkilis hits a high fly ball to deep left field. Back goes Montañez. At the wall, leaps and can't make the catch. It's off the scoreboard. Jones gets it back in, and it's a wall ball double to begin the 10th.
Montañez looked like he had that one lined up. He was back up against the wall, but didn't jump very high at all. Ball just, I don't know if it came down under his glove. Actually, it hit his glove and bounced right out. So Youkilis at second base with the leadoff double.
3rd hit of the day for Youkilis. Here's David Ortiz with the shift on. And David takes strike 1. Ortiz with a single back in the 6th inning and an RBI. Ortiz hits a high fly ball to right center field. Over goes Jones and Markakis. Jones makes the catch in front of the bullpen. Tagging at second and taking third is Youkilis. Ortiz sending it to the track and just shy of the pen for out number one.
Well, in that direction, that's about as far as you can hit one without having a home run. Ortiz puts a pretty good charge in this, but Adam Jones right back to the Red Sox bullpen to make the catch.
One out for J.D. Drew. A single back in the second inning and a sacrifice fly in the sixth. And take strike one from Jim Johnson. Strike and it's 0-2. You can't believe it.
JD thought this ball might have been inside, but it looks like it's right on the corner.
Outside 1-2. To left. And that'll get to the wall in a hop. Youkilis from third base. Heading to second is Drew. The throw is not in time. So the tying run will come to the plate for the Red Sox here in the 10th as J.D. Drew collects his second hit and second run batted in of the day to bring the Red Sox within two.
And a surprise to see them go away from Drew. Again, they went away 0-2, and then the same thing on 1-2, and J.D. just slaps it to the opposite field for the double. One hop off the wall. And the Red Sox trail it by only 2 now.
Adrian Beltre will have a chance here. Beltre with a single back in the 6th, the 1-for-3 day with a walk. Kranitz, the pitching coach, headed back to the dugout. As Johnson, who had that 24-minute wait in between innings, giving up a couple of doubles and, of course, that long flyout for David Ortiz. Now Beltre takes strike one. Johnson comes right after him in 95. Beltre grounds it foul. Nobody up behind Jim Johnson. This is his game. Came on in the 8th to get the final 2 outs. Pitched the 9th. Now pitching in the 10th. The 2-run lead at the moment. Inside 1-2. He's only given up 1 hit in the first inning in 2/3 of relief. He's given up 2 doubles here in the 10th. Bill Hall waits on deck. Beltre thought about it but doesn't go. 2-2. Inside, almost hit it. Full count. Three-2 pitch to Beltre. Fouled off. Again, the 3-2. Beltre rifles it into center field for a base hit. Stopping at third is Drew. And it's first and third as the tying runs are on base now with one out.
Well, the Orioles pushing the limit here with Johnson in the 10th inning. 3 hits for the Red Sox in this inning.
Finally, action in the pen for the Orioles, and it's just starting now. Clay Meredith.
Beltre right back up the middle with the line drive base hit on the fastball right down the middle. Velocity still good for Johnson at 96 miles an hour, but the Red Sox 3 hits in the inning.
Bill Hall has struck out twice since coming into the game to pinch hit in the 6th inning. First time he's faced Jim Johnson. Hall fouls it off to the right. Two doubles and a single and a run so far for the Red Sox here in the 10th. Trailed by 3 coming in. Now they trail by 2 at the tying runs on base. In the dirt and surrounded by weeders.
Nice play here by Wieters, the catcher, as he takes that breaking ball and actually catches it. Slides over to block it and eventually catches it in the glove. So important with that man at first base to leave him there, that potential tying run.
Swing and a miss. 95 and by him. 1-2. Darnell McDonald on deck. Hall to left field in for a base hit. From third comes Drew, and it's a 1-run game. 4th hit of the inning for the Red Sox. Their 2nd run. And in business with 1 out in the inning.
Don, you mentioned Hall had struck out 2 times prior to this at bat, but not in his 3rd at bat.
They push the limit on Johnson, and he is done. Clay Meredith will be in. It's 7-6 now, Orioles in the 10th. Seven-six Orioles on top. Tying run in scoring position for Boston with 1 out. As Darnell McDonald takes strike 1 from Clay Meredith. Walked the only batter he faced during Friday night against Boston. 7th appearance. One and one. Orioles scoring 3 times in the top half of the 10th inning. The Red Sox have answered with 2 in the bottom half. And have runners at first and second with 1 out. McDonald almost gets hit. That's 2 and 1. Jim Johnson ends up going 2 innings. He's responsible for the men on. Popped up. The catcher, Wieters, makes the catch. And the Red Sox are down to their last out. And 2 outs in the 10th. Marco Scutaro coming up. He's 0 for 1 in his career against Clay Meredith. And 0 for 4 in this game today. Had a sacrifice bunt back in the 9th. Ball 1 outside. In there for strike 1, 1 and 1. Red Sox have done some good work here in the 10th, but not all the way back yet. Adrian Beltre at second base represents the tying run. Potential winning run at first base. And Bill Hall. Scutaro takes strike 2 over the outside corner. 1 and 2.
Clay Meredith with that submarine style slider. Drops down to the side, picks up the outside corner.
The 1-2 pitch. It's away, and it's 2 and 2. Pedroia hoping to get a chance here, waiting on deck with 2 outs in the 10th. Ball 3, full count. The runners will be off. Three-two pitch. Scutaro lines it to second, and the Orioles win. Lined right at Ty Wigginton. And the Orioles salvage the last game of this 3-game series as the Red Sox scored twice in the 10th inning, but it's not enough. The Orioles win it 7-6. And back and forth they go today, Jerry. The Orioles able to get their 3rd win of the season.
Yeah, disappointing loss for the Red Sox today because it looked like a game they had won. Wakefield had pitched very well on this. Okajima was not very effective out of the bullpen. He gave the Orioles a chance to get back into this thing, and then the Orioles just jumped all over the Red Sox bullpen late when Papelbon, of course, was not available today. But, you know, a disappointing loss today, disappointing homestand, really, for the Red Sox.
Johnson the win. Atchison ends up taking the loss in this one as the Red Sox lose in 10. Join us again tomorrow as the Red Sox begin a 3-game series with the Blue Jays at Rogers Center. Live coverage begins at 5 with Red Sox Monster Monday. It's time now for WB Mason's Extra Innings Live with Tom.